Parliament passes law to legalize cryptocurrency in Ukraine. We have here a draft legalizing and regulating cryptocurrency and other virtual assets like tokens in Ukraine has passed the parliament in the second reading. This is coming on September 8th. A total of 276 Ukrainian lawmakers voted for the bill. Cryptocurrencies have been neither legal tender nor forbidden in Ukraine because there were no legal laws that define them. Ukrainians could buy and exchange virtual currencies, but local courts couldn't protect them if something went wrong. If signed by President Volodymyr, I know I butchered that, the law will protect the owners of virtual assets and exchange platforms from fraud. It will also determine how Ukrainians will regulate the cryptocurrency market in the future. Ukraine plans to open the cryptocurrency market for businesses and investors by 2022. A press person from the Ministry of Digital Transformation told the Kyiv Post, the parliament has to pass a set of laws and amend to the tax code and civil code first. And this just coming in. So we have here Elio. He is the CEO of Smartlands, and Martin Birch, the non-executive chairman, about to break down what is going on with Smartlands. Take a listen.
Our entire business plan is completely 100% legal, fully structured under the laws of the land. So we are in essence able to operate as if we were an old-fashioned bank dealing in dollars and pound notes and local paper money or whatever. The new law has given us a place to operate in, and we intend to be the number one force in that place under this new law.
I'm on a blockchain with it, and my blockchain monkeys full of octane in them. You know the vibe, plus we shredded than a motherfucker. Crash monkeys. Crash monkeys. Go, planet of the apes, gorillas in a mess. All these bad rules all over my shit. It go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, for Smartlands, it's an enormous starting pistol that's just gone bang.
What is going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and thank you for coming to my jungle. But first of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and that's give you my opinion. So today, we are going to put a monkey wrench in a game, okay? This is something I haven't talked about on this channel, but something I've been watching like a hawk since 2018. I bring to you Smartlands. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, I needed to give a huge shout out to J Classic coming in with one more time, La Maestro Terra Nova Journey NFT now available.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. First we research, then we research that research. Throw it on a nano ledger, pull that heat first. We used to fud.
Because I said, you know what? My people need to take a look. You need to take a peek at this because what is happening here is something ridiculous. And for my stellar knots, if you hadn't had a chance to look at this, you might want to take a peek into all my blockchain monkeys. You know, we dig and we dig because we didn't come here to just moon once. What fun is that? Okay, let's go. Now, you have Smartlands Network Token is a native token of the Smartlands blockchain solution for the financial markets and tokenized regulated assets. But the reason I'm talking about this is because some information has come up. And I said, you know what, should I put this in my Patreon or should I put it out? So here you go. Let's first take it back to January 4th, 2021, and where the Ukraine government picked Stellar Development Foundation to help build national digital currency. So if this comes to fruition, don't you think that would be a good foundation to build your business? Announced Monday, the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine and the Stellar Development Foundation, SDF, signed a memorandum of understanding to build out virtual asset ecosystem and national digital currency of Ukraine. The National Bank of Ukraine has been researching the possibility of CBD implementation since 2017. And the Stellar partnership will now be the basis of its virtual currency development, according to the Digital Transformation and IT Deputy Minister. Are you kidding me? It says, we believe our cooperation with the Stellar Development Foundation will contribute to the development of the virtual asset industry and its integration into the global financial ecosystem. So I got to digging, just wondering how can this be deeply integrated? And I came across this Bitcoin.com article. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, but there's a little bit of goodness in here. It says Smartlands platform is revolutionizing the economy in Eastern Europe. Now, how could blockchain technology revolutionize the real economy? One of the most exciting answers lies in unlocking liquidity. We know that being an XRP monster. Consider this: the estimated value of tokenizable real estate worldwide is more than 270 trillion, while other real world assets like businesses, debt, and agricultural holdings put together this total much higher. On top of that, well, go ahead and put a little icing on the cake. We don't mind it, but the legacy financial system poses problems. Due to regulatory and technological barriers, it is difficult for owners of real estate to take advantage of their free equity for other opportunities. Meanwhile, the majority of investors have missed out on the benefits of investing in the real economy, such as protecting their capital from inflation. Then you have here Smartland bridges that gap, okay? By using blockchain technology to unlock liquidity in traditionally illiquid assets, Smartlands enables investors and asset owners to access the massive value that's trapped in the real economy, which brings us to a first mover advantage. You got to think Smartlands is uniquely positioned to launch such a platform. While other projects in the cryptocurrency space are aiming to tokenize real world assets, few have overcome the regulatory roadblocks standing in the way. In contrast, Smartlands has already finalized the necessary legal framework to launch its platform in Ukraine. To accomplish this, Smartlands has partnered with quantum attorneys. Let me get into a little bit of that later, okay? A law firm that provides best-in-class legal advice on all matters related to blockchain technology. Do you understand what you're invested in, and do you know who the players are? This is no financial advice whatsoever, but I will bring you this. As with all public-facing investment offerings, it is necessary to ensure that structure of business offering the investment opportunity is entirely compliant with the laws in the jurisdiction in which they operate. To this effect, Smartlands appointed quantum attorneys to advise us on all matters pertaining to the legal structure of our business in Ukraine. Quantum attorneys, you may recall, were the lead legal firm advising the Ukrainian government on the national laws that relate to both the issue of central bank digital currency and on how to structure the legal environment that will apply to digital assets inside of Ukraine. Give me a second. My hyperactive informational FOMO disorder is kicking in. Give me 1 second. I need to calm back down. Okay, working with quantum attorneys, Smartlands put together our own corporate structure for the Ukrainian division in such a manner that it would instantly be legally compliant once the relevant laws have been passed by the Ukrainian parliament, known as the Rada. Now, if I was a financial advisor, I'd probably tell you to maybe put yourself in front of what's coming, but I'm not. Damn it. So before I let you go, I'm going to drop some heat. Huge shout out to Sam Connor for bringing this heat. He dropped this on me, right? And the electricity inside of my body it already flows at an all-time high. But when he dropped this video on me, which I'm gonna leave in a link below, I couldn't control it. Take a listen.
The new law sets into place legal structures that govern the issuance of digital assets in Ukraine. Up until now, there was nothing to stop a Ukrainian citizen opening an account with, Coinbase or Binance or whatever and trading cryptocurrencies. But that's not what the law is really about. It's about setting up the infrastructure for digital assets and how digital assets can be legally structured to benefit the forward development of Ukraine. For example, we at Smartlands have an asset tokenization platform, or several platforms, in fact. And now our entire business plan is completely 100% legal, fully structured under the laws of the land. So we are in essence able to operate as if we were an old-fashioned bank dealing in dollars and pound notes and local paper money or whatever. The new law has given us a place to operate in, and we intend to be the number one force in that place under this new law.
Yeah, we can work with banks, with notaries, with tax authorities, with securities commissions, with everybody, with those institutions. Now all the doors are open. So
yep, on an equal footing with with our presence, nobody can question it.
Woo!
If I could just make a small point there as well, the Ukrainian tech sector is becoming huge. We're on target to have the tech sector be about 10% of GDP within a year or two. Currently, there's less than 1% of the population, of the working population, working in the tech sector, but it's around 5% of GDP. It's creating a massive amount of value for the country, and a lot of big international. I think I wrote an article last year. I think there's about 130 companies, big global companies like Boeing and Google and whatever, who have development offices in Ukraine because they want to make use of the technical expertise amongst the computer literate computer engineers and scientists actually in this country. Also, I should point out they're a bit cheaper than Silicon Valley as well, and they're just as good.
Wow. Those are definitely
maybe even better. Ukrainian engineers and genius.
Well, you've got to bear in mind, Sam. You see these satellites being launched into space by NASA and the like. They go up on Antares rockets. Those are built in Ukraine. So it's Ukrainian rockets that are sending American satellites into outer space. Not the engines, the rockets.
There you go.
When I talk about rocket scientists, I mean it.
You mean it literally.
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.